Shadé Zahrai is a behavioral researcher and peak performance educator who's coached Fortune 500 leaders. Her new book is called Big Trust, Rewire Self-Doubt, Find Confidence, and Fuel Success. Scan the QR code on your screen right now to buy the book. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, so this book was written for me because, no, seriously, as a child of immigrants, I was born here in this country, but, you know, we all, first-generation Americans, I think, I'm generalizing here, but a lot of us suffer from imposter syndrome. We don't feel as if we belong. I sit here, I do this job with these wonderful colleagues, this wonderful team, and I wonder to myself, am I really meant to be here? Am I good enough to be sitting alongside of the people that I work with?
We're wondering that too. But Vlad, you know nobody feels that way about it.
I
don't you agree? Nobody feels that way about it.
When you are in the quiet spaces of your mind, those are the things that you wrestle with. So how do we overcome that?
So the first thing is to acknowledge that it's very, very common. We often think we're the only ones with these kinds of insecurities, but that's actually called pluralistic ignorance. Many people, in fact, most people have some kind of insecurity or self-doubt about where they're from, where they belong, whether they're worthy, whether they're capable. So acknowledge it's never really going to go away. It just scales with responsibility. So the key is not trying to eliminate the self-doubt. It's trying to strengthen something which is even more important, which is trust in yourself.
You always say, you'd say in the book, when channeled correctly, self-doubt can actually be useful because self-doubt is not a one-size-fits-all situation.
Exactly right.
Nobody is 100%, I love this, nobody's 100% secure in their self-worth.
And it's comforting to know that.
Yes.
Even if you had a perfectly secure upbringing, as an adult, you might have internalized certain beliefs, certain labels about who you are and your place in the world. And so the acknowledgement that it's okay, I'm not broken.
Yes.
And then the next step is recognizing. So I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
What would you say is the opposite of self-doubt?
Confidence.
Confidence. So 95% of people will say confidence.
Is that the 95%?
95%.
Well, give me another word.
Give you another one. Well, no, but this is great because a lot of us think that we need to feel confident before we take action.
Yes.
So we're waiting to feel confident. But when we look at the literature, what we find is that that feeling of confidence actually comes after you take action. You've got to do the thing which builds capability and skill and self-efficacy, and then you feel confident. So if this feeling we're waiting for comes after, what comes first?
Well, that's why you say, I love this, that you say, prepare, don't compare.
Yes.
Everybody has compare-itis, you said. Prepare, don't compare.
Exactly.
Prepare, don't compare.
And preparing is a sign of self-trust. So what comes first before we take action is not the confidence. You don't have to wait to feel confident. You have to trust yourself, which is what we call big trust, this unshakable belief that I can handle this, I can figure it out, I am worthy, and even if it doesn't work out, I will be okay.
Yeah, I see why Fortune 500 companies bring you in.
Yes.
You are incredible. You know, I see the words practice and then practice schedule, and my eyes are drawn to it as a former athlete. You know, you talk about worrying, and you say create worry time zone, which is amazing to think about. And then you say park those worries, dive into the worries, and then decide what's next. And then you actually broke it down saying, try to figure out if these worries are real or if you're catastrophizing these things. And then go back and then look at the worries and say, did these worries actually turn into something real or catastrophic like I thought it was?
Because most of them don't.
Yeah.
Most of them don't. But I like what you said about the worry time zone.
Yeah, why is that important?
Like that. What is that?
Lean into those worries.
So a lot of us think that we need to stop the worries, stop the overthinking, but we get stuck in them and they constantly consume us.
It's true.
You don't actually have to eliminate them because what you try to suppress just becomes louder,
bigger,
and takes over. So what you do is give it a time and a place, a stimulus-controlled environment. What does that mean? During the day, if a worry pops up, write it down and say, you know what, I will worry about you later.
Yes.
Then at the end of every day, schedule what we call worry time. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, same time, same place, and allow yourself to worry.
So good.
I love that. Shadé Zahrai, thank you very much. This book's incredible. It's called Big Trust, Rewire Self-Doubt, Find Your Confidence, and Fuel Success. It's on sale right now. Scan the QR code on your screen to buy it and get tips to learn how to achieve your potential. Talk on the table coming up next.